Alright guys, so as I promised in this series for stabwood mods, high-end mods, I want to talk about buying used stabwood mods or high-end mods, what you need to be aware of, what you need to take note of so that you do not get scammed. And I have an example to show you today, but the example is not a stabwood mod. It's actually a squonk mod. A very well-known squonk brand, the SVA brand. How I almost got scammed and how it's so frustrating. But let's start off with talking about the general stuff of buying stabwood mod or any other high-end product from someone on Facebook. All right. Alright, so it goes like this. Some of the high-end mods, stabwood mods, are pretty hard for you to buy, okay? In my previous video, I explained about the process of buying a stabwood mod, and sometimes, you know, you just don't have the luck. No matter what you do, it's very hard to actually get a stabwood mod or a high-end mod. So you'll end up having to buy it from someone, you know, because some of these modders, they only sell their stuff in Vape expos, for example, okay? So unless you go to the expo, you're never going to buy their stuff. And the only option then sometimes is to buy it from someone, from a previous owner, right? And there are many Facebook groups that you can join to buy stuff, okay? Many Facebook groups that you can join to buy stuff. So let me go through those Facebook groups, all right? So the first if you are into high-end stuff, there are many groups, but let me find a group. It's called, right, so there's this group called high-end mods group. Okay, high-end mods group, at the moment they have about 18,000 members, and you can go to a high-end mods group. You can join. Once you're approved, then you'll be able to see all the stuff available for sale. You will see a lot of squonking related stuff here right now, because squonking is the in thing right now. But you also find stabwood mods and other types of high-end mods, right? So it's a good place for you to go and do some research when you want to join. It's called high-end mods group, and there are other groups as well. For example, if you want billet box stuff, then there's the billet box and high-end trading posts. These are two of the groups that I go to regularly. So if you want to get stabwood panels, for example, for your billet box, you can go here and get them instead of having to join individual groups. You can go and get them in this group, and you also find other stuff, not just billet box stuff in this group. Stabwood mods, example, even some squonk mods thrown in here and there. And for squonk related stuff, I usually go to Squonkers Paradise International Buy and Sell, SPIBNS. So that's where I go to see what are the available squonk related stuff that I can buy. Obviously here I think it's really focused on squonking only, right? And if you're into squonking and you want to buy high-end squonk mods, there's also the Squonk Trader. Squonk Trader is another site that you can go to buy high-end squonk stuff, or actually any squonk stuff, but it's mostly high-end stuff here, right? And then there are other websites like, for example, Mikey's Mod Mart. Mikey's Mod Mart, that is basically a flipper's paradise, right? So the difference between all the groups that I talked about and Mikey's Mod Mart, for example, is that Mikey's Mod Mart always sells you at the highest price possible. It's by auction. It's auction. So it really depends on the auction and how many people want to bid it, right? If you get in your bid and no one else bids after that, you may be able to buy it at a very good price. I bought some stuff there at what I think is a good price, below the retail value of the mods. But some of the popular stuff, forget it. You're never going to pay anything close to retail price in Mikey's Mod Mart. Anyway, those are the few sites. So other than Mikey's Mod Mart, the other sites are usually sold by the owners themselves, and you can bargain. You can bargain with them. You can ask for a lower price, etc. And those are usually the websites that I go for to buy. But what I'm here today to talk about is how to not get scammed. All right. So let's talk about the process of buying stuff from people, right? The problems I run through to mostly is usually the sellers only want to sell within their own country. Okay, so I'll always find examples there of CONUS, CONUS, which stands for Continental US. Now, if they put that in their for sale description, it means they only want to sell to US, or sometimes it's UK only, whatever it is, right? But even when you see that, sometimes they're still willing to ship internationally if you cannot find any buyers, right? But some of them just do not. So the other things that you may find in the descriptions is FNF. FNF is friends and family only. Friends and family, it's a feature in PayPal that you can use to make a payment when you buy stuff. But as I said in my previous video, the friends and family feature in PayPal is not designed to purchase stuff. It's meant to just transfer money. Okay, for example, I want to transfer money to my wife in PayPal, then I'll use the friends and family feature, and the receiver does not get charged any fees at all. So when you look at the post on some of these groups, it will be clearly written that the price that they're asking for is using the PayPal friends and family. So if you do not want to use the friends and family feature, or if you do not have the friends and family feature, because my PayPal doesn't have friends and family due to local government regulations, they just don't have friends and family feature. So if you don't have the friends and family feature, you'll have to pay the PayPal fees. It's usually 4%, 5%, 5.5%. It really depends on the country of the seller, because PayPal's fees are different based on countries. They customize their fees based on the regulations, and that's why regulations in Malaysia, for example, I do not have the friends and family feature. I don't know if anyone else from Malaysia has it, but I do not have the friends and family feature. I did call PayPal and they say it's not available for my country. So there you go. For a lot of the stuff that I want to buy, I have to pay the asking price, but I also have to pay the PayPal fees. This is how they operate, you know. But the modders and also the people selling them using friends and family, the friends and family feature was not designed for purchasing stuff. Therefore, when you pay someone anything in PayPal using friends and family feature, you do not get the full buyer protection in PayPal. So if a scam happens and the person for whatever reason did not ship, did not deliver, or deliver a damaged item to you, etc., it'll be harder for you to get your money back from PayPal, because it was sent as a gift, as just a regular money transfer between friends and family, not as a purchase. So you have lesser buyer protection. So that brings us to the first security concern here. I know it sucks to pay more in PayPal fees, but if you're buying something from someone and you're not 100% sure if you can trust that person or not, for whatever reason your gut feeling tells you that there's something just not quite right about this, offer to pay the PayPal fees. So use the goods and services feature in PayPal and pay that PayPal fees. Alright, I'll tell you why in a while. I'll show you the example. I'm just pumping myself up right now to be really pissed off. Anyway, let's talk about the safety of buying stuff from the flippers. So the one thing you'll notice on all these flipping websites is that they usually post very poor pictures of the stuff that they want to sell. I don't know why, So the first thing you want to do, obviously, it's a used item. Make sure you ask for complete pictures. If the seller doesn't want to give you complete pictures or doesn't want to entertain you, fuck him, just don't do it. There are few shots that you'd want to get. For example, let me take something that's not really... Alright, so for a squonk mod, for example, okay, you'd want to get a picture, or any mod, you'd want to see a picture of the top, the 510 part. The 510 part to see if there's scratches, any damages, etc. You also want to see a picture of the bottom of the mod, because this is the part that makes contact with all the surface. So that's going to be the most damaged part. And then see the other side of the mod. So if the seller's only showing you the picture of the mod from this side, also ask for the picture of the other side. You don't know how much of time and headache that will save you, because the other side could be cracked. Don't assume that a lot of these people are honest. Some of them are dishonest, okay, and some of them are not dishonest. It's just that they don't think it's that big of a deal. there's a crack on my mod. No big deal, you know. So it's not like they're lying to you. It's just that maybe you're more fussy or picky than them. So make sure that you get all those pictures right before you pay the money. And when you pay, if it's a person you've never dealt with before, and then ask to pay the PayPal fees, right? So volunteer to pay the PayPal fees, because PayPal will give you a lot more protection if something happens. The other things about buying a mod, whether it's a stabwood mod or not, alright, if for whatever reason you're not sure, ask the person to record a short video showing you that the mod is working. It's very easy to do. All he needs to do is put a battery in the mod, close the battery cover, the battery door, turn the mod on. You can see your DNA board or whatever, it lights up. That should be good enough. Or you can ask him to put an atomizer on and fire it. When you ask for things like this, a lot of them will ignore you, you know, because they're lazy. They're lazy, or maybe they have other buyers who are not as fussy as you are. But it's a risk. So if you want to get it without them showing you that it works, the problem is they could always claim that it worked when they sent it to you, you know. And sometimes they may not be lying. Sometimes they may not be lying. Sometimes it does work. But you know how shipping companies, how badly they treat your stuff. I've got so many stuff that arrive here with the packaging damage. They just throw your package from one container, or from the container to the truck. They just like just throw your shit over there. So you want to make sure that it's working before they send it out to you, right? And to get pictures, get videos. And number two, of course, don't skimp on the shipping part. Get shipping with tracking. Get shipping with tracking, and make sure that they use recognizable shipping companies, right? Some of them will offer to ship it to DHL or FedEx. It's going to cost a lot of money. You get it faster, but it's going to cost a lot of money. So there are other options as well, but as long as they provide tracking, it should be no problem, as long as you can track it, right? And there's always a chance of someone would scam you. They would, you know, show you everything is working, picture and etc. But when they send it to you, they would send an empty box, for example. So there's one last step you need to do, is to go to this website called Vape Court. Now, Vape Court is where a lot of people go when they have a dispute buying stuff between each other, trading, etc. And they go and publicly put this up on Vape Court. So you can just go and join Vape Court. It's a bit addictive sometimes to read the drama in Vape Court, but all you want to do is put in the name of the seller and see if something pops up. So if you put in the name of the seller, me for example, Geekay or Gerald, let's say, and hey, there's a case in Vape Court involving me, whether or not I'm actually in the wrong, but it's a concern for you to be extra careful when buying from that seller. It takes just a couple of minutes for you to put his or her name into the Vape Court and just see if there's any existing case. Obviously, if there's a case that sounds a bit serious, no matter whose fault it is, you may want to stay away from that seller and not buy. Another way to make sure that this person is trustworthy is to ask for vouchers, right? So if you're going to buy something expensive, you can ask the seller to, in the post, in the comments, ask for other people to vouch for him. So therefore, you'll have comments from others saying that I vouch for this guy. What does a vouch means? Absolutely nothing. It just means that this person is a little bit more trustworthy than your average Joe. Alright? So obviously he had done business with other people before on Facebook, and those people are happy, satisfied, and they can vouch for this guy. Sometimes it happens automatically. They just vouch for the seller without him even asking. Sometimes he will ask for vouchers, but if it's empty and you have a gut feeling that you may not be able to trust, do ask for vouchers on the post itself, all right, so that at least you feel better that this guy is at least somewhat trustworthy. Okay, so those are a few things that you can do. Now, however, there's still a chance for you to get scammed. Okay, this is a chance for you to get scammed. Actually, I was very angry when this happened, but it was a long time ago. I just can't feel the anger anymore. So let me show you some pictures of an incident where I almost get scammed. Everything that I told you, I didn't follow in that particular example because I was so excited to get this, right? So I've wanted an SVA squonk mod for a long time now, an authentic SVA squonk mod. However, the ones that you can find on all these websites are seriously fucked up in terms of price. There at least you would not find anything at the actual RRP. They're all jacked up prices because of the brand that the SVA mod is. So I don't want to show you the actual post because that would give away the name of the seller and also the group where I bought it from. Alright, but this was presented as a brand new SVA Penguin DNA 75. A brand new, in capital letters, brand new SVA DNA 75 at retail price, RRP. So obviously I was excited, and you know, some people do sell it at RRP. It's a used, even if it was used or whatever it is, very rare would someone sell an SVA mod at the RRP unless he's desperate. So I thought this guy just wanted his money back or whatever, and I threw all caution out the window and I just bought it. I just bought it from him, and let me show you how this brand new SVA Penguin looks like. After about a week, I received my brand new SVA Penguin DNA 75. This is how it looked like inside. Believe it or not, this is exactly how my brand new SVA Penguin DNA 75 looked like. It was fucking rusted on the inside, and it had juice stains. Okay, the 510 pin, if I put my finger there, I can get some juice residue on it. All right, now whenever in a lot of these flippers, they tell you the mod is brand new, it's not really brand new. They have used it at least once before. Okay, they've used it once before. They put an atomizer on there, they fired it up. In case of a squonk mod, they could have ran 7 mils of juice through it. Maybe they decided it's not for them. So I'm willing to look past that if it's not a completely brand new, like unopened box. But if you just used it once or twice, I'm fine with that. But this shit was fucking rusted on the inside, man. Inside, rusted. And then I got really pissed off. So I contacted the guy who sold it to me. And his answer was, that's how they are. He had the fucking guts to tell me that this is actually a brand new SVA Penguin mod, and what you're looking at there is actually patina. That's what he said. Alright? It's just patina. You can just wipe it off. And that made me even more pissed off, because that is not fucking patina. That is rust. You can feel it with your fingertips. You can feel it. This mod has been used for a very long time. This mod has been used for a very long time, and obviously it's been abused. Okay, he did not take care of it. There's juice inside, and he probably left it with juice soaking all over for a long time, and therefore you get the rust. And you look at all other pictures of it, it is obviously a used mod. It has been used and abused for a long time. Now, why did I make this mistake? Alright, why did I make this mistake? I'll tell you why. The box, I don't have a picture of the box, but the box is brand new. The box is brand new, and outside, the condition outside the mod, it looks good. It looks new. It was like the pictures that he sent to me initially, right? It looked new from the outside. The box looked new. The bottle, It's brand new. It looks new. The tube was still long. It was uncut. The tube was uncut. So I jumped on it. I got it because I knew SVA mods are so high in demand that if I did not get it right away, someone would snap it up. And therefore, all the things I'm telling you today, I did not follow. And I got this shit mod that this guy claims is a brand new mod with patina. I was so fucking pissed off. Anyway, after some arguments there, and he was like, oh, you know, it's a brand new mod, but you know, if you're not happy, well, I will give your money back. I can always sell it off. I'm like, yeah, fuck, you're gonna sell it off to someone. It's a brand new mod. So another additional step, if you're buying a squonk mod from someone on any group, ask for the picture of the inside. A lot of them selling, I mean, obviously for a mod like this, I cannot show you a picture of the inside, right? But if it's a mod, say for example, the bolt mod, or any 3D printed mod, alright, let's say Steam Rabbit, Squonker, something like this, right? So if you only see pictures like this, it looks new, right? Obviously it looks new. You'd want to see condition of the inside. You want to see condition of the inside because you're dealing with liquid here for a squonk mod, and if the condition inside looks like this, it's okay, you know. But if the condition inside for the squonk mod is really what makes a big difference. So that's one more additional step that you need to do. Ask for a picture of the inside, internals of your squonk mod. And you know what the worst part of it was? I am pretty sure that the mod itself is a clone. It's a YFTK DNA SVA clone. It's a clone because according to that guy, that's how SVA mods are. I don't know. I never had an authentic SVA mod. But it looked to me like the clone that I have reviewed before on my channel. I've sold it off, so I don't actually I didn't actually have it at that time to compare it because I sold it off right after the review because I really wanted to buy an authentic SVA mod, right? But it feels like it was the clone because I can see glue marks, a little bit of glue marks here and there. And I don't know, if I had the actual clone, I'll be able to tell for sure. But it felt like it was a clone, or maybe all SVA penguins are just so shitty on the inside. I wasn't able to tell for sure at that time, okay? So, but now I actually have an authentic SVA mod. It's the SVA.0, as you can see here, right? Authentic. And I bought this brand new. I was so sick and tired of all those people selling SVA mods out there. They're selling at seriously jacked up prices, and the mods have been used and abused. I was unlucky that I actually got into one of those traps, but those people, they know the value of the SVA mods. So they've been using it for months, I'm pretty sure months, and all they need to do is just, you know, give you a new bottle, show you pictures of the outside. Outside looks good, and then I don't know how many other people would have got scammed that way. So obviously, actual authentic SVA mod is very clean on the inside. It's very clean on the inside. I have no idea what that fucker was talking about. It's most probably a clone, and that makes it even worse. Trying to sell me a freaking clone mod that has been abused and rusted on the inside as a brand new authentic SVA penguin. Man, it really pissed me off. So anyway, the reason why he was so ready to refund me is because I paid with the PayPal goods and services. So with the PayPal goods and services feature, if the item is significantly different from what is described, it's very good case for you to open a PayPal dispute, and therefore the seller will actually get the money taken out of his PayPal account until the dispute is solved. And in the case of a PayPal dispute, because I had the screenshot of his post stating it's a brand new item, I can always upload the pictures to PayPal and put in the dispute, and obviously I will get my money back. If I pay through friends and family, oh fuck man, that's the end of it. That's the end of it. Obviously, you can just stop responding to my messages, and then I'll go to Vape card or whatever. It's a fucking, I've already wasted money and I got to waste time, you know, some more. So that brings me back to the whole PayPal thing. Since a lot of these sellers ask you to pay them through PayPal, friends and family, be careful. Be careful, because if you choose the friends and family, it's not meant for buying goods. The goods and services option is the one that you should choose, which means the seller will get charged a fee. Obviously, the seller would not want to bear the fee, so you'll have to pay the fee. But it is very, very worth it. Now, in this case, I still lost some money because I had to ship the damn thing back to that guy. But as soon as he got it, he did send me the refund, and I lost some money, but I didn't lose as much money as I would have if I used the friends and family option. There's some protection in the friends and family feature in PayPal, but the purpose was not meant to buy stuff, so there's not that much protection. If you use the goods and services option in PayPal, you get protection for when item is not as described or significantly different from what is described. You can get a protection if the seller does not ship to you, right? So sometimes it happens, you pay the guy and he takes forever to ship to you, and then he keeps giving excuses and stuff like that. So in PayPal, you can always submit the dispute and get your money back. Or if the shipment item doesn't arrive to you, it doesn't arrive to you after I don't know, 4 weeks, you know, it doesn't arrive, you can still open a PayPal dispute, okay? And then they will ask you for the tracking number. Now that dispute is a little bit different, because all it says is that you haven't received the item. So then PayPal will ask you for the tracking number, and if the tracking results show that the item has been delivered, PayPal will close the dispute, assuming that it's been delivered to you. So there's still some leeway there, some loophole there for them to scam you. For example, they can send you an empty box, right? They can send you an empty box or whatever, and give you a tracking number, and you open a dispute in PayPal, it still shows that the item has been delivered to you. Yeah, it's possible, but you know, you should use the PayPal goods and services option, I feel. If you want to buy something from someone that you don't know on some bloody random Facebook group. Alright, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the stabwood mods and high-end mods series that I did so far. It's basically a lot from my own experience trying to make sense of all this high-end shit, high-end groups and all the communist high-end modders. But I hope it helped you, especially this one. But my advice would be, if you want to get your first high-end mod or stabwood mod, buy it new. Buy it new, and you don't have to pay ridiculous prices, and you know that you're getting authentic stuff, and you know that the condition is going to be good. The condition is going to be good. No issues whatsoever. If you found this video helpful, do share it on Facebook, Twitter, on your forums, or within your groups. And I wish you all the best. Wokie dokie, no more smoky.
Down, 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 down.